Jebło.
It's me.
I'm Batman. Ale co to za frajerskie niebieskie światła? O, jest mój fiolet. Epizod 1. Trzymam to. Another Bruce Wayne. Czemu to tak wolno się napisują napisy? Kto wyciągnął bilety z gablotki? To było pytanie. Nie ufaj Riderom i nie ufaj Big Smoke'om.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Jakiś podejrzany dysk. Chciałem powiedzieć pojebany, co się ze mną nie tak. Dobra, dobra, idziemy stąd, siemy. Idziemy pozwiedzać. Jebać ten Bat-komputer, dajemy Batmobila. Halo, nawet celownik jest fioletowy. No ale koks. Siema Batmobile, egzaminę. Może jeszcze potrafi wywołać zapach benzyny sam z siebie. To byłby zajebisty samochód. Mogę jakoś tu sprintować? No, okej. Chyba nie. Chyba nie mogę. Chyba tutaj mogę iść? Nie mogę, kurwa. No to chuj. Idziemy do góry. Pistachio. Co my tutaj mamy? Gadżet z tablem. O, grappling hook. Dobra, co tu jest? Tracę detection skimmers.
Can program it to reveal trace elements in a confined space.
Okay.
Can deliver a jolt or knock out electricity in the area. I suppose that Catwoman would have preferred the latter.
Grappling gun.
Can't believe
Grapple.
I let her take that.
Ciekawe ile ma takich zapasowych tutaj rzeczy.
Well, the test run at the mayor's office was a success.
No i batarangi.
Should see if I can refine the edge. Could be sharper.
To chyba wszystko. Okej, tutaj mamy co? Data drive'a. Tutaj mamy data porta. Tu mamy komputer, tu mamy movie tickety. Rider będzie tam dupcić z całe życie.
Holographic lenses, voice modulation. Wayne Enterprises really outdid themselves with this version.
No. Fajnie wyglądają oczy w tej masce. Nie tak jak w filmie na przykład.
The suit absorbed most of the damage from that gunshot. I've got to protect my back, even from the police.
Każdy ziomek może ci wbić nóż w plecy. Dobra, mamy jakiś kodeks. Jakieś informacje tutaj o postaciach. Dobra, generalnie to chuj to mam. Dobra, to już przejrzałem tutaj tego data porta, to musimy i tak wziąć to chyba.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
Może są tam kody nuklearne, kto wie, kto wie. Zobaczmy. Gaming chair wysuwany z podziemia.
find out what was so important. Encrypted.
No nie.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theatre. And yet I always find you here. In a dark, damp cave. In front of a computer.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume. Did you find out what that, cat woman tried to steal?
Well, in the process,
What are we looking at?
let me try a different angle.
Co? Mogę sobie pokręcić go tam. Co mam robić dalej?
This is a map of
Oh.
Eastside shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Ale z ciebie
Can't
śmieszek,
make sense of it
Alfred.
yet. There's still
Prawie jak ja na
plenty of
przyjęciu.
files to decrypt.
And in the meantime,
W
I
międzyczasie...
showed you what I could.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
Yeah, thanks for the interruption.
And it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still
Nie wydaje mi się.
It can have been,
Szczerze
Bruce.
mówiąc.
Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. I'll check the codex.
Znowu ten kodeks obsrany. Dobra, no dobra. I ona jest, tutaj jest.
Found her.
Aha. I co dalej? Okej.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
That's not the point. I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
I was talking about Bruce. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've
Skąd oni mają niby wiedzieć, że tam była jakaś typiara, która zadrapała Batmana? What the
You have
fuck?
to be careful.
I have a job to do, okay? A responsibility to this city. You know why I do this.
For the car, I presume.
Well, the car helps.
Oh yes, you drive that thing like a bat out of hell. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
A cóż to? Wizytówka?
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves.
Fake.
Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but
Ale że Batman się
behavior following his
przyjaźni z
family's collapse
pingwinem.
is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
Do you think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing
Co?
up, but...
Czy tam czasem nie było handlowania brońmi? On mówi, że to jest jakby nie aż tak kurwa pojebane jak obrabianie na przykład ratusza miejskiego, co?
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Cobblepot. Ale przyjemna okolica. Nie powiem. Siema Seba. To ja. Bruce Wayne.
Where are you, Oz?
Może to jest czarnoksiężnik kurwa z krainy Oz. Czy coś. Ej, chciałem pooglądać. Jebać. Jebać. Siema homeless person. Masz zmianę.
Thank you, sir.
Nie ma problemu, mordo. Lecimy dalej, nie ma co się zatrzymywać. Burning barrel. Nie masz tego burning barrela. Idziemy dalej.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz.
Statua jego starego. Siema, Smoking Man. To jest statua jego starego, nie? Nie myliłem się. Mamy ten taki monok. Ten już prędzej wygląda jak pingwin.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you. Hey, you heard it, man. The hell are you waiting for? Huh?
You're making a mistake.
You already made one coming here. The next one
Masz fajną fryzurę, ziom.
kills you. And him.
Come at me, bitch.
Gentlemen.
O,
Oz?
Keep
Jest
walking,
kumpel.
all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here! Think that'll do?
no kurwa, Mortal... No, nieważne. Mortal Kombat.
Stay down.
O. Bob wyciągnął pistolet na gwoździe.
This used to be a nice place. Lowlifes like you don't belong.
A, suko. Mniam.
This is my park.
Jeszcze w ogóle żyją?
You hear that?
Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little, There. Good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful
Tyle
of
mam
you.
ci do powiedzenia.
It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum,
Nie podzielisz się z kolegą?
Dad, ended it yourself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave me a
Przezabawne.
good life.
Przej
Used to
kurwa
run in the
zabawny.
same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round the world vacations, unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily...
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. I never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And
Co śmiecisz w parku
they'd be
śmieciu?
true to what you mean,
Głupi.
pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim. than-
Sorry, mate.
Things are going to be on the upswing soon, no? A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door, and I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection
Masz
for you,
jakiś
Bruce.
do mnie
I
problem,
really
gościu?
do.
Hmm?
Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
No teraz takiego kurwa
Good seeing you, Bruce, but
wyjebać
I got some
kopa.
rocks to collect. Cheers.
Hehe. W którą stronę on idzie, jak tam same krzaki są? Czyżby to było Arkham Asylum? No nie, to jednak Memorial Hospital Thomas and Martha Wayne. Chyba. Ale Frson.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
Dobrze wiedzieć, że tam jesteście. No, spoko. Nie widzę was, jak coś. Tak, dobrze, dzięki. Dzięki. Teraz wiem, gdzie iść. Gdzie jest mój kursor? No co to jest za gówno? No pojaw się kursorze. O, dobra. Łatwo.
Morning, everyone.
Siema. Wszystkim.
Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And the rate of death and suicide inside the asylum itself is truly terrifying.
Siema, co tam?
Worse still,
Chcesz
those who
popisać?
do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. Now, Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
My parents loved Gotham. They invested their blood, sweat, and tears in this city. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide.
Trzeba zagrać na uczuciach.
With this facility and our next mayor, we change Gotham.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to
Generalnie ten
Thomas
film
and Martha
to
Wayne and usher in a
najprawdopodobniej,
new era of healing for
jeśli się
Gotham.
nie mylę, był film o Zorro. Generalnie.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You
No,
first.
dlaczego
Michelle.
ścisnąłeś rękę Falcona, ty kurwo?
With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
I think Arkham has only done harm to Gotham. It's made criminals more unstable, put our citizens in jeopardy. We can do better. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss
Oh,
Carmine
widziałem,
Falcone
kurwa.
into your home.
Well, I think Mr. Falcone is a voter just like anyone else in this city. He came to learn about Harvey Dent, your next mayor. Next question.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family
Tak
directly
nie
to
było
the
jak
mob.
coś.
Care to comment?
Frajerze.
And did anyone else receive this evidence?
The Globe, the Gazette, we all did. Mr. Wayne, is all your
Kurwa, jebana,
Is the
zajął
Wayne
ci
family
koko.
legacy built on lies?
Mr. Wayne, zajebany, no, debility.
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Chuj cię to
Could
obchodzi.
the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
I think you should check your source. Sounds to me like an intern is finally putting their creative writing minor to good use.
Mr. Wayne!
Kurwa, zaś to jest Mr. Wayne.
Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about
Mieli powiedzieć, pierdolajcie.
Sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police
O,
are
serio?
inside the manor.
Nie zauważyłem.